Our second speaker is Charmaine Duong.
That's right.
This is the icebreaker. Please pay attention, do not think or anything like that. She gave me a very long introduction. So I suppose that this is the title of the speech. Take that shot. So here is Charmaine.
Go to sleep. The big sister keeps on telling the little sister to go to sleep. But I don't really want to. Well, if you're not going to go to sleep, I'm going to call the cats on you. And you don't want the cats to come to you. No. Finally, the baby sister is able to fall asleep. That baby sister in the story was me. Yes, I was afraid of cats. Not ghosts, not spiders, but cats. I couldn't understand for the life of me why I was so afraid of them. Maybe because of their unblinking eyes during the night. Maybe because they scratch things. Or maybe because they sneak up on you. Whatever the reason is, I'm so glad that I am no longer afraid of cats. I grew up in a family of 8 children. I was the youngest. Growing up, I used to ask my mom, how I was born, and she would say something like, well, we saw you by the trash can, a very cute baby. We picked you up, we took you home, we raised you. That wasn't the true story. The true story was that I was born in Cambodia. My mom gave birth to me in the middle of the night by the river. No professional help here. That was the help of a local old lady though. No hospital around, and frankly, even if there was, we probably couldn't afford it. Not too long after I was born, my family decided to move back to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and that's where I spent most of my childhood. Speaking of Vietnam, today I have with me the Vietnamese traditional costume. What do we think? Growing up, I remember very fond memories of my childhood. There was definitely a lot of love. My mom and my dad decided to separate. My sister Lily, the person that I mentioned earlier in the story, she stepped up and took care of us. Even though mom and dad were not around all the time, I myself never felt like I was missing something. Lily gave us everything that she had and everything that she knew how. In a way, she was my mom, my dad, my sister, but most importantly, my hero. Growing up, I also remember I was always being teased for being the shortest. Speaking of height, anyone want to guess how tall I am?
You're wearing heels?
I tried to do everything that I could to grow taller. So, when there was a real chance to get taller, I took that chance. Basketball. I remember running home to my sister and I asked her, oh, do you think I can do this? Why not? I don't know. What if I take a shot and it doesn't go in? Well, then take the shot again. Yeah, but then the second time it's still not going to go in, then what's going to happen? Lily took a look at me, smiled, and said, keep on doing it. And so I did. I dribbled. I took a shot. I dribbled. I took another shot. I thought to myself, I am going to grow taller. I am going to grow taller. I am going to grow taller. And after so many affirmations and many shots that I took, I stayed the same height. But what I did grow was the oblique muscles right here. mindset. I learned how to be a good teammate. I learned to have fun. But most importantly, I learned that failure is okay, and failure is part of the process of getting better. Speaking of getting better, my biggest inspiration in life to this day is my sister, Lily. Since the time we moved to the US, Lily has accomplished many things, owning 4 successful businesses, raising 3 amazing kids. She definitely has achieved her American dream. She always taught me that it doesn't really matter what happens to you in life. What matters the most is how you define what happened in life. I take that with me every day, and I try my best to better myself, push forward every day. Joining Toastmasters is definitely one of those things that is the perfect example of that. I am so glad to be here today, stand in front of you all, share my story, open up myself. I look forward to many more cat-free meetings where I will continue to take that shot, and with your help, learn to be the best that I can be, because I know I will definitely miss 100% of the shots that I don't take.
That's right. Yeah.